A manhunt is underway across Europe for a Tunisian asylum seeker suspected of carrying out the Berlin Christmas market attack. Germany is offering a reward of almost $100,000 for information leading to his arrest. The man's identification papers were found in the cab of the truck that ploughed through the market on Monday night. It killed 12 people. Let's go to Sarah Morice, who is live in Berlin now for us. Sarah, good to see you. What is incredible is that this suspect was well known to security. What more can you tell us about him?
Well, he certainly has come in touch with authorities several times since he arrived here in Germany. We know that he was under surveillance for suspicion of carrying out a robbery to get his hands on a weapon. Now, that surveillance was lifted because they had insufficient evidence. In August, he was actually arrested, allegedly trying to cross into Italy with forged identification papers. He was then released. On top of that, we know his asylum claim has been rejected here in Germany. Just let that siren go past. His asylum claim has been rejected here in Germany, and there has been several attempts to deport him. But every time authorities come in contact with this man, they have trouble identifying exactly who he is because he goes by several different names. Authorities have told us he uses up to 6 aliases and has at different times claimed to be both Tunisian and Egyptian. So that causes headache for authorities. But on top of that, he lived in Italy before he lived here in Germany, and he spent 4 years in prison for arson. He's also wanted in his home country of Tunisia. So, Marlene, plenty of red flags there against this man, and lots of questions being asked of the authorities as to how he was able to be roaming free and able to carry out an attack like he did at this market behind me.
Now, one of the responses we've seen by the government since the attack is a new law, draft law, being passed by Cabinet to allow more security of public places like this Christmas market. Is this too little too late?
I think a lot of people think it's a little too late, and of course authorities are scrambling now. It looks like a real security and intelligence failure has gone on here because this man obviously had been under the noses of authorities for so long. So they are scrambling to try and look like they're doing something to improve security here in this country. It sounds strange just to be saying they're going to put up more security cameras, but Germany has relatively few surveillance cameras on the street, particularly if you compare it to places like London, where absolutely your every move is tracked as you walk along the street. So perhaps that is a good thing, and Germans are certainly welcoming that. We're also seeing, of course, increased security on the ground in terms of police have been deployed, particularly during this Christmas period where there are really a lot of these Christmas markets going on right across the country because they really are a tradition. And Marlene, talking of the Christmas market behind me here, which is the one where the attack was carried out, it's going to reopen here in a couple of hours, and this will be the first time it has reopened, obviously, since the attack. The lights are going, you might be able to see behind me, and the police barriers have been taken away. So this is a very symbolic thing, particularly for Berliners. It's a chance for them to stand up in defiance of terrorism, come back to this site, come back to the Christmas markets that they'd all been enjoying before terror came to this city.
OK, Sarah, many thanks for that. Sarah Morice there for us live in Berlin.